Good morning, my fellow straining, struggling, striving patriots. Let's take today's news story from my local newspaper, the Honolulu Star Advertising. This is from Top News. Oahu median home price sales price dips to $1 million in October. Yeah, you saw that right. The Star Advertiser is celebrating the fact that house prices have fallen to a mere $1 million. Let's read on. Oahu remained a seller's market last month, with low inventory, above asking price sales, and short time spent on the market, according to resale data released today by the Honolulu Board of Realtors. Well, that pretty much says it all, doesn't it? And let me tell you something, my house is well below the median home sales price, and it hasn't dipped at all in the last year. It's gone up month after month after month. I'm thinking the reason that the median home sales price has dipped is there aren't so many McMansions and true estates on the market as there was last year, but that's just a guess on my part because look at what that first paragraph says. It's a seller's market with low inventory, above asking prices, and short times on the market before they sell. So if you're getting more for your house than you're asking for, yeah, that small dip doesn't mean anything, does it? Well, let's read on a little bit more. The median sale price for single-family homes, like mine, although it, like I said, well below $1 million, dipped slightly in October to $1 million, down from $1.05 million. Yeah, $50,000 price drop. What a bargain now. When you're talking $1 million, $50,000 is nothing, isn't it? See what the third paragraph says? However, the year-over-year median price rose 15.6% from $865,000 in October last year. So what you would have spent $865,000 on last year, you'd spend $1 million on this year. And that goes for condos too. The median condo resale price in October tied the August record at $500,000. And let me tell you something about these condos and townhomes. These are not luxury units like you would see in Dallas or Miami or LA. No, these condos and townhomes, a lot of them look like they were designed by Russians during the height of the Cold War. They look like gray slab concrete buildings, not very nice at all. That's what you're paying $500,000 for. And if you're a long-term homeowner like myself, when a house goes up in price, you don't think of it as a good thing. You think of the two bad things that happen when a house goes up in price. The first bad thing that happens when a house price goes up is that you're thinking, well, I guess I'm going to be paying more in property taxes next year. And the second thing you think about when your house price goes up is, well, I guess my insurance is going to cost more next year. And what makes this particularly ridiculous is that the normal family cannot afford $1 million for a house. I had to make massive sacrifices when I bought my house a long time ago. My wife and I, we had to give up vacations outside of Hawaii. We had to give up buying nice clothes. We had to give up new cars for the most part. We really sacrificed. We cut down our expenses everywhere we could. We struggled, but we managed to buy into a house. And like I said, it's a small single family house at that. It's less than 1,100 square feet. It's a tiny little 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. It's where anywhere else in the United States you'd call a starter home. A lot of people realize that they can't afford a house here in Hawaii when the median price is $1 million and where everything else is expensive. Why, we have, I believe, the second or third highest tax rate in the nation. Our gas prices are usually the second highest in the nation, right behind California. Our electricity rates are the highest in the nation by far. We pay more for food. We pay more for clothes. We pay more for every single thing you can think of here in Hawaii. And what does that lead to? Well, it leads to this. Yeah, for the 4th year in a row, Hawaii's population has declined. Good, hard-working people are leaving the state. That means our tax base is declining. Now, what do you think our governor did to combat this? Well, when the beer flu first struck, few states were shut down tighter than Hawaii was. In fact, Hawaii still remains under a lot of lockdown. In fact, our governor a few months ago issued a second statement telling tourists to stay away from Hawaii. He has all the business sense of a career politician. He figures he can stick his hand into the pockets as deep as he wants to and pull out as much money as he wants to from the average taxpayer. Well, the average taxpayer who has realized that he's not getting much for his money, you can see what's happening right here. They're leaving Hawaii. They can't afford to stay. As beautiful as this state is, when you can't afford a place to live, when you can't afford the food, when you can't afford electricity, when you can't afford gas, you've got no choice. So this goes to Governor Ige and everybody else who wants to keep this state closed for business. You, yeah, you and the horse you rode in on.